An early morning house fire in downtown Lexington sent one man to the hospital with serious injuries, and firefighters still working to determine what caused the fire. We'll have the latest on the investigation coming up.
And some city council members in Lexington got the chance to see what it feels like to be a firefighter. Coming up, we'll show you how they fared battling fires and making rescues. And postal workers in Kentucky are lending a hand to local food banks. Coming up, how they're hoping to stamp out hunger.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Sean Moody, filling in for Kristen Kennedy. A man is recovering tonight after a fire ripped through his home. It happened just after 3 o'clock this morning at a home on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Firefighters say by the time they got there, their home was filled with smoke. WKYT's Hillary Thornton talked with crews who are now surveying the damage. She has our top story at 6.
Before fire crews even made it here to the home in the 300 block of North Martin Luther King Boulevard, officials say they knew they were dealing with a large fire.
We got one call at 3:15 and then multiple calls to come back in after that, so we knew that it was probably significant.
Able to respond quickly to the home just around the corner from Fire Station 1. However, firefighters say the home had already sustained extensive damage.
The fire looks like it may have started in the rear of the structure. But it was pretty well moved along by the time they got there. They had to actually put a little water on it from the outside before they could actually make entry.
Thankfully, firefighters say 3 people who were inside were able to get themselves outside.
2 in the front yard and 1 on the front porch. And the fellow on the front porch was actually hurt and taken to UK hospital with serious to life-threatening injuries. There was 1 dog that appears to have been overcome by smoke and was deceased this morning. Yeah.
The investigation out here kept this stretch of North MLK closed for several hours as investigators worked to look through what is left of the home, trying to determine what caused this fire.
A situation like this in the middle of the night, with the fire going that well, they're going to look at it. It's just, kind of that due diligence thing. But, when you add the fact that there was someone that was seriously injured, then, you're on point as far as, just dotting I's and crossing T's, if you will, to make sure that there's nothing missed.
In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
And firefighters tell us they don't believe that home had working smoke detectors. Tonight, friends and family of 6 people killed in a horrific crash will gather to honor them. Police say Tina Proctor, her children Audrey and Nate, and her 3 grandchildren, 4-year-old Red, 2-year-old Zoe, and 1-year-old Jace, all died in that crash. The family's funeral was yesterday, and just a few minutes ago, a vigil and balloon release started in Monticello. We'll have more on how people are remembering the family on WKYT News at 11. A professor who police say was shot to death was honored this afternoon. Sarah Hendricks, her husband Kevin, and their daughter Grace were all killed in their home in Corbin in February. Investigators say their 16-year-old son Jason showed up in Baltimore that weekend and opened fire at officers. He was shot to death in the crossfire. Hendricks was a professor at Union College, and today the school took a moment to honor her during their graduation ceremony. Part of I-75 has reopened this evening after crews had to shut it down to clean up a crash. A viewer sent us this photo of the wreck. You can see why it tied up traffic. Deputies had to shut down all 3 lanes of Interstate 75 northbound. They say a pickup truck hauling a camper overturned around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Now, we're told no one was hurt in that crash, but it did take several hours to clear that scene. Lexington police are trying to track down a man who they say assaulted a grocery store employee. It happened at about 2 o'clock this morning at the Kroger on Bryan Station Road. Police say a shoplifter took a cart full of beer from the store, and when an employee asked to see his receipt, we're told he pulled out a 12-inch knife and slashed her face. That employee was taken to UK hospital with serious injuries. Police say their suspect was driving a brown pickup truck. Well, it's hard to believe it's only May because it really feels more like mid-July out there. And it looks like that summer-like weather could stick around at least through the weekend. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell is tracking some showers in the forecast. Jim?
Yeah, we will be tracking the heat, the humidity, and those chances for showers and storms as we press forward. We're actually doing it out there across parts of southern and eastern Kentucky right now. There you see what it looks like, though, here in Lexington. We're thinking, what? Showers, thunderstorms? That's not happening, but it is. Just not here right now. We're getting a southerly wind around 10 miles per hour with temperatures coming in right now around 85 degrees in Lexington. We look all around us and you're going to find those low and mid 80s are showing up. One of the warmer locations just down the road along I-75 into London, 87 degrees there. And then you find Jackson, Prestonsburg, Harlan coming in the low and mid 80s across parts of eastern Kentucky. Defender. This is Kentucky's most powerful live Doppler, and it is tracking a scattering of showers and a few thunderstorms in eastern parts of Kentucky. You go down across sections of Perry County and also into Knott County, where we're seeing some heavy downpours and a little bit of lightning and thunder. That's really about it with this. And of course, the winds will pick up just a little bit briefly around any of those thunder showers. A few more had developed, looked a little more impressive earlier, but now starting to fall apart there right around Owingsville, and even a few and parts of northern Round County a little earlier have lifted on through. Folks, in forecast, though, as we move forward, we'll be tracking those storm chances increasing over the next couple of days, maybe even talking about strong and severe storms. We'll take a closer look at those chances coming up for you in just a few minutes.
All right, Jim, thank you. The Fayette County School Board met this morning to vote on a new search firm to lead the search for a superintendent. This comes after the district decided to sever its contract with ProAct following what they called disturbing allegations against the CEO. Today, the board voted to work with McNamara Search Associates. More than a dozen executive search firms and consultants were contacted this week. School Board Chair John Price said, quote, "While we had 3 very strong contenders, the board was impressed with Linda McNamara's thorough approach to vetting candidates and commitment to the Lexington community. We believe she will help us ensure that the next superintendent fits the profile established with input from thousands of Fayette County students, staff, families, and community members through listening sessions and surveys." The board's goal is to name a new superintendent by June 1st. The Lexington Fire Department has been recruiting for new firefighters lately, but today, several people with no intentions of actually fighting fires suited up. They're not looking to put an application in, but they wanted to see firsthand what being a firefighter is all about. They're used to seeing fire department issues on paper and in meetings. But today, several members of the Lexington Urban County Council went a step further, actually walking in the boots of the Lexington Fire Department.
I've had this thing on for the last 30 minutes. It took me 40 minutes just to get it on.
The fire department calls this Council Field Day. They teach council members about the job in the classroom first.
When I say ladders, that's the big aerial ladder that's on top of the truck.
Then they jump into a simulated fire.
Get down on your knees.
In full firefighter gear.
Find the wall, find the wall.
There you go.
Where's the number 2 firefighter? You doing all right?
For these council members, it was eye-opening to see just how overwhelming a fire can be.
Oh, here we go. Hit it.
New appreciation, if nothing but the equipment and feeling the gear on and knowing how much these firefighters do actually work.
I was just amazing what these guys can do with this kind of equipment. I felt how powerful the hose was. I mean, you really got to be fit to have this job.
The fire chief says the idea is for the council to see the fire department's services firsthand so they know how city money is being spent.
Good job. All right, come out of the hood first, or the helmet.
After going through the simulation,
how's that feel?
Oh.
Huh? Excellent.
Thank you guys for what you do.
They enjoyed the exercise, but they don't expect to be making a career change anytime soon.
I think I'm better served in serving the people of Lexington on the council than as a firefighter.
Now, all 7 council members participated in that training today. Well, today, postal workers picked up more than just outgoing mail. They're collecting food for the annual Stamp Out Hunger event. All you have to do is fill up a bag with non-perishable items and then leave it by your mailbox. It's all part of a nationwide effort to battle hunger here in the United States. WKYT's Mike Linden talked to postal workers about this annual event.
Through rain, sleet, snow, or sun, the United States Postal Service is on the job. But on the second Saturday in May since 1993, letter carriers are asking for the community's support for the nation's largest single-day food drive.
Normally everybody goes through some type of hard times in their life, and I'm really grateful that I can participate in helping people.
Along with delivering mail, letter carriers are picking up non-perishable food donations today. The Stamp Out Hunger food drive helps to support local food banks and the 1 in 6 Americans who go hungry every day.
But we look forward to this day the day of the letter carriers food drive will fill up our pantry that we have to give to those in need.
While the shelves are mostly empty here at God's Net on East 7th Street in Lexington, Ramsey says the Stamp Out Hunger food drive will give them enough food to provide them with almost 75% of their year's supply. Organizers say they look forward to the annual event and the impact it makes.
The food, it all stays in the local communities. So if you donate food in Versailles, it stays in Versailles. Lexington, it stays in Lexington. Paris, it stays in Paris. So it's all for the local food banks.
Beecraft says donations to area food banks will be delivered by the end of the day. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Donations to God's Net are welcome year-round. If you'd like more information about how you can donate, just go to WKYT.com and click on this story. Well, it was a big day for many University of Kentucky students. Thousands of graduates and undergraduates walked across the stage at Rupp Arena this morning to get their diplomas. The ceremony for students in the College of Arts and Sciences and Communication and Information, Design, Fine Arts, Health Sciences, and Social Work started at 6. All right, well, moms and their baby strollers hit the pavement this morning for a pre-Mother's Day workout. It's part of the program Fit for Mom. The group meets 6 days a week in Veterans Park, and mothers can take part in this full-body exercise while spending time with their children.
Stroller Strides provides strength in motherhood not only through physical fitness but also through support with fellow moms, and so I guess emotional support as well, and camaraderie between all the moms.
That workout lasts 60 minutes and is followed by a play group for kids.